The story of Joseph and Potiphar's wife is one of the most dramatic moments in the Joseph novella. It's how he ends up in prison. It's something you're probably familiar with from TV and movie adaptations of this story. But was it always a part of the Joseph story in Genesis? That's what we're talking about this week in our Bible and Archaeology Patreon bonus episode. This clip comes from that episode. If you want more of this, come and join us over on Patreon. We have one of these episodes every single week. In this section, we're talking about some of the extra evidence that Potiphar's wife brings forward in her accusation against Joseph. It might not be what you expect. Let's go back to our friend Pseudo Jonathan.
What is he saying?
So he has a little insertion here. And again, an insertion that shows up in other texts. So we have the same thing. There's the propositioning, the refusal, runs away. Then in verse 14, she has the garment and he fled into the street. Then behold, she threw the white of an egg on the couch and called out to the men of the household, right? Because they're not supposed to be there.
Oh,
the seed of this one has spewed, for your masters brought to us a Hebrew man to make sport of us, and he came in to lie with me, but I called out with a loud voice. So now she's pointing to this as, I have evidence. So I have the garment, but look. So now
egg white?
Egg white. So this is introducing now we have these more things coming in because people ask questions when Potiphar's wife comes at the end to say if he, go back to, as you're talking about, how important is he in this household? Her accusation against him is, he says he's equal with you.
Yeah.
And so you're just so willing to throw him, and people go, well, yeah, it's his wife. We're like, that also overlooks some other things. And so, here's another thing to say. Why might Potiphar say, I believe her, and you're going to go into prison? Now, if we fast forward a little bit further down into verse 20 in Pseudo Jonathan.
Okay.
The master of Joseph took counsel from the heathen priests who confirmed that it was egg white. So because Pseudo Jonathan's going to say, he sides, I have the evidence. There, Joseph's going to be put to death because now I have this. And they say, oh, no.
It's egg white.
And so they go, okay, I'm not going to kill him, but I'm going to put him in prison. So he still ends up in prison. He still ends up in the same place, even though he says, I know that evidence is a lie. But you have here a little bit of a weird addition.
I think a little more than a weird addition.
An egg white insert that comes in to say, look, we have this. She doesn't just have the jacket, but we have something else. To continue on our weird path, this is not the only other text that does
the egg white?
Not the egg white.
Okay.
But I threw in before of is Joseph a willing participant or not in this?
Who is it?
Well, so people ask questions of, you have in here on the day, if we go back to verse 11, one day he went into the house to do his work while no one else was in the house. People have asked questions of this. What is Joseph doing here if no one else is here? Why is Joseph around? Is Joseph, normally the explanation is Josephus says he went to manage the books. Because it's, the idea being, it's quiet. What a day to do administrative paperwork. And so he's going to be there. Others look at this and say, Joseph knew no one else was going to be there. And so there's traditions that come in that it's a festival day. She feigns sick and stays back. Some versions, it's because she knows Joseph is going to be there. Some versions, it's she feigns sick and stays back. Joseph knows this and makes his way there. The question is he interested in some of her propositions? Has Joseph given in? If you liked this, come and join us over on Patreon. We do a bonus episode every single week. We are walking through every chapter of the Bible, a few chapters at a time, getting into the parts of the story and some of the stuff like this that maybe you are less familiar with. We are Bible and Arc over on Patreon. Come and join us there. You get bonus episodes like this. You get early access to ad-free video podcasts and more exclusive content. Bible and Arc on Patreon. Look forward to seeing you there.